Symbioses are intimate associations between two different species. These associations typically last for multiple generations for at least one of the members of a symbiosis. We can differentiate symbioses in terms of how they impact the organisms involved. Generally, one of the organisms, in fact, displays an increase in its fitness as a consequence of participating in a symbiosis. If we think of a symbiosis as consisting of an interaction between a host and a symbiont, with a host typically larger and the symbiont typically smaller, usually the symbiont is benefiting from this interaction. The host, however, may benefit or not benefit, in fact, might even be harmed. What we have in the upper left here is a situation where we've got a host that's existing without its symbiont. It displays a certain level of fitness, and that fitness is indicated as this increase over time from one host to two. In the case of a symbiosis that can be defined as parasitism, what we have is a reduction in the fitness of the host. So here host is going from one to just one, whereas there's a benefit to the parasite's increasing from 1 to 4 over time. In a commensalism, the symbiont is benefiting as well. Again, we're going from 1 to 4 over time in terms of the number of symbionts present. And the host, however, is not being affected by the interaction. So when you have a situation where the host is not impacted in terms of its fitness, but the symbiont is, then we call that commensalism. Mutualism is where, again, the symbiont gains from the interaction, but the host gains as well, and this is indicated here as going from 1 to 4 hosts over time. So symbioses are intimate interactions between two different species. These interactions typically last more than a single generation, and they can be defined in terms of whether or not they impact particularly the fitness of the host, either increasing that fitness, decreasing that fitness, or not changing that fitness at all.